One of the things that Powell was not really grilled about, he was asked some questions about how the Fed looks at immigration when they're making their economic projections. So I'll say this, I don't even really know if these numbers are really meaningful anymore. The unemployment rate measures the number of people actively looking for a job as part of the labor force. So what happens when people aren't looking for a job anymore because they're being paid not to? What about the impact of immigration? You know, the census seems to count the number of people in the country, whether they're here legally or not. And even the Fed is now looking at the impacts of immigration in their economic projections. We don't even know what the real number is, but it is projected that there are about 10 million illegals here. Other studies that have been done said that about 60% of those immigrants are on government assistance. We have almost 9 million jobs open. Why are employers having a hard time filling them? Because people who are coming over into this country don't have the skill sets to fill them. Most of the immigrants coming into the country, although they are working age or military age males, which are really good candidates to go into the workforce if they came here legally, but they're getting on government assistance, the majority of them, rather than going into the labor force to fill the jobs that companies really need to have filled. And, you know, the Obama administration, way back, recalculated the way that those labor calculations were made. It's like after a certain amount of time when people are looking for a job and then they can't find it, they just really drop out of the workforce. They would have you believe that people are just retiring early, that they've accumulated enough savings and then they're sitting on a beach somewhere in early retirement. That is not the case. Most people are get out of the workforce because they can't find the kind of job that they were looking for, and or they were able to get on some type of government assistance. So the Biden administration, with the help of his predecessors, is destroying this country from the bottom up and the middle out, rather than building this country like he claims to be doing. Not only allowing, but enticing people to come here for the wrong reasons. If you can't get freedom-loving Americans to give the ruling elites all the power by giving them all the money, bringing those seeking what others have worked for to fill up swing states and states that are experiencing flight because they are taxed to death and they want to go to a state that charges them less taxes, the government has been enticing people to come into this country and get on these benefits for as handouts that they didn't work for. And once they're here, I guarantee you the agenda is to give them the right to vote. Don't think that that's not coming, because it is. You know, you may doubt that and think that even if illegals never get the right to vote, because really they shouldn't under the way the Constitution is written. But guess what? Their U.S.-born children already do under the current system. If they are born here, they're a U.S. citizen. So we're just one generation away from all of those people getting on the voter rolls.